Hello, friends. Today we are talking about the comparison between the life cycles of bryophytes, pteridophytes, and angiosperms. Okay, so first, one by one, we discuss about the life cycles of these three plant groups, and then we compare the life cycles of the three. Okay, so first, we are talking about the life cycle of bryophytes. Life cycles of bryophytes. So in bryophytes, the main plant body is gametophyte, and gametophyte is a haploid structure. This gametophyte produces antheridium and archegonium. This antheridium produce the antherozoid, antherozoids, and archegonium produce eggs. Antherozoids are male gametes and eggs are female gametes. And by the fusion of these male and female gametes, zygote is formed, and this zygote is formed by the process of fertilization. Fertilization is the fusion of male and female gametes. This zygote is a diploid structure, and all these structures are haploid. Okay, so we can say in bryophytes the gametes, male and female gametes, are produced by the process of mitosis division, and meiosis occur in the capsule structure. So zygote is made up of the three structures: foot, seta, and capsule. This capsule is very important structure because in this capsule the spore mother cells are present. In this capsule the spore mother cells are present, and in these spore mother cells the meiosis division occur. Okay, so this concept is wrong that always gametes are formed by the process of meiosis division. So in this life cycle of bryophytes you can see that gametes are produced by the mitosis division, and meiosis division is there for the formation of the spores. Okay, so this zygote is converted into sporophyte, and this sporophyte is made up of the foot, seta, and capsule, and these spore after germination form a protonema, and after the development of this protonema the main plant body gametophyte is formed. So this is the life cycle of a bryophyte. Okay, after this we are talking about the life cycle of a pteridophyte. Okay, so then we are talking about the life cycle of pteridophyte. Life cycle of pteridophytes. Okay. So if we are talking about the pteridophytes, the main plant body of pteridophytes is sporophyte. So the main plant body of a pteridophyte is sporophyte. And we know that sporophyte is a diploid structure, and this sporophyte is made up of the root, stem, and leaves. Some of the leaves are known as sporophylls, and these sporophylls produce sporangia, sporangium or sporangia, and in these sporangium the microspore mother cell, megaspore mother cell, and microspore mother cell are formed, and in these microspore mother cell and megaspore mother cells the meiosis division occur. So by the meiosis division, these microspore mother cells form the microspores, and after the meiosis division, these megaspore mother cells form the megaspores. Okay, these microspore form the male prothallus, and these megaspores form the female prothallus. Okay, male prothallus form antheridium, female prothallus form archegonium. In the antheridium, antherozoids are formed. In the archegonium, antherozoids are formed, and in archegonium, eggs are formed. By the fusion or fertilization of these antherozoids and eggs, the zygote is formed, and zygote is a diploid structure. Okay, so before meiosis all structures are diploid, and after this meiosis all structures are haploid, and when fertilization occur, the zygote is a diploid structure. Then after the development of zygote, embryo is formed, and this embryo form a main plant body which is a sporophyte. So this is a life cycle of a pteridophyte. Okay friends, then after this we are talking about the life cycle of a angiosperm, and we all know very well about the angiosperms. Okay, so we discuss about the life cycle of angiosperms. Okay, so we know that the angiosperms male main plant body is sporophyte, and sporophyte is a diploid structure. This sporophyte is made up of the root, stem, and leaves, And we know that the flower is a modified stem, and the holes of the flower is a modification of leaves. So we can say that stem and leaves modification is known as flower. On the flower, male reproductive part, which is known as stamen, and female reproductive part, which is known as carpel, is formed. Okay, in stamen, the anther lobe is present. Anther lobe is present, and in carpel, the ovule are developed. Okay, so these on these anther lobes, they are homologous to male sporangium, and ovules are analogous to homologous to nucellus. We know nucellus in ovules, nucellus is present, and nucellus is homologous to female sporangium. Okay, then in this anther lobe, the microspore mother cells are produced, and in these nucellus, the megaspore mother cell is produced. We know that one cell of nucellus is behave as megaspore mother cell, and when in these megaspore mother cell the meiosis division occur, the three cells are degenerated and one cell is converted into functional megaspore. Okay, so this functional megaspore developed into the embryo sac. Okay, so these all things we discuss when we are discussing about the life cycle of angiosperm, but now we are talking in brief, so we directly write that megaspore mother cell is converted into embryo sac. Then microspores, and these microspores are converted into pollen grains. These embryo sac, in this embryo sac, the female gametes are produced, female gametes, and the pollen grains, in the pollen grains, the male gametes is formed. And by the fusion of male and female gametes, the zygote is formed, and zygote is developed into the embryo, and these embryo is converted into and is form the main plant body, which is sporophyte. So this fusion is known as fertilization. Okay, friends, so this is the life of angiosperm. So we discuss about the life cycles of bryophytes, pteridophytes, and angiosperms. Then now we are talking about the comparison between the all three life cycles. Okay, so here I write here bryophyte, pteridophytes, and angiosperms. Okay, so we compare the things. First, we are talking about the bryophytes. The main plant body is gametophyte. So gametophyte. Okay. These gametophyte produce the antheridium and archegonium. In this antheridium, antherozoids are produced, and on these archegonium, eggs are produced. After the fertilization, or we can say syngamy, the zygote is formed. This zygote is developed into the sporophyte. Sporophyte is made up of the foot, seta, and capsule. In this capsule, the meiosis division occur, and after the meiosis division, spores are formed, and these spore, after germination, protonema form protonema, and this protonema is developed into the gametophyte. So we start with gametophyte, which is a haploid structure, and end with the gametophyte, which is haploid structure. So this is a life cycle of bryophytes. So we can compare this life cycle with the pteridophytes and angiosperm. So first we are talking about the pteridophyte. So the gametophyte in the pteridophyte are male prothallus, male prothallus, and female prothallus. Okay. Then on male prothallus, antheridium and archegonium are produced. Antheridium, antherozoids are produced. In archegonium, eggs are produced. Okay. And after the fertilization or syngamy, the zygote or embryo, zygote which is developed into an embryo. In bryophytes, embryo is not formed. Then this zygote or embryo is converted into the sporophyte. Okay. In pteridophytes, sporophyte is made up of the root, stem and leaves. Root, stem and leaves. And leaves are specialized and known as sporophyll. On these sporophylls, sporangium developed. On these sporangium, megaspore, microspore mother cell, and megaspore mother cells are produced. So here microspore mother cell and megaspore mother cell are produced, and after the meiosis division, these microspore and megaspore mother cells converted into microspores and megaspores. Okay. And after meiosis, they are haploid structures, and microspore developed into the male prothallus, and megaspore is converted into female prothallus. Then in the last, we are talking about angiosperms. So in angiosperms, the gametophyte structures are the pollen grains. So male gametophyte is pollen grain, and female gametophyte is embryo sac. Okay. Then these are converted into the male gamete is produced in the pollen grain, so male gamete, and in the embryo sac female gamete is present, so here we can write the female gamete. Okay, and after the fusion of male and female gamete, so this is the fertilization or syngamy, the zygote is present, which is developed into the embryo, which is a two-end structure, and this zygote or embryo, they are developed into the sporophyte, and these sporophyte is made up of the three structures: root, stem, and leaf, like pteridophytes. These stem and leaf are form the flower. How we can say? We know that the flower is a modified stem and leaf form the holes of the flower. Okay, so we uh, study about this in the flower development. So on the flower, the stamen and carpel are formed. Stamen and carpel is formed. Stamen have the anther lobe. Carpel have the nucellus. Carpel have the ovule, and in the ovule nucellus is present. So here we write the ovule, and in the ovule nucellus is present. Okay, so the anther lobe is homologous to male sporangium, and nucellus is homologous to female sporangium. Okay, then in the anther lobe, microspore mother cells are present, and in the nucellus, one megaspore mother cell is present. Okay, after the meiosis, these microspore after the meiosis, the microspore and megaspore mother cells are converted into the microspores and megaspores, and these microspores are converted into pollen grain, and megaspores are converted into embryo sac. Okay, so this is a comparison between the life cycles of bryophytes, pteridophytes, and angiosperm, and in this video you can easily compare the structures which are present in the life cycles of these three plant groups. Okay, so if you like this video, share and subscribe. Okay, so thank you friends.